Working from home went from a growing trend to a mandate during the COVID-19 crisis. And in today's Women and Work segment, reporter Diane Moca explains how that temporary shift will permanently affect women's ability to negotiate that perk.
Women have been pushing for work-from-home arrangements for years, with some success, as remote work grew from 2.1% of the U.S. workforce in 2005 to 3.6% now, according to Global Workplace Analytics. But after 200 million Americans were told to stay home during the coronavirus pandemic, and many of them had to do their jobs from there, more companies began to recognize how remote work could boost their bottom line.
I built a great kind of stepping stone onto the next, and I found a position where I can work 100% remote now.
The attraction of working from home lured manager Natalie Kleehammer away from a company that begged her to stay after 7 years of her moving up the ranks.
It was hard to leave. It was a really good place to be. I had a really good career trajectory there.
But Natalie decided to work from home for a new company to give her more time with her children.
I just didn't see my kids. So, you leave in the morning at 6:30 in the morning and you come home at 6:30, and my kids went to bed at 7.
Thanks to technology, 56% of the U.S. workforce has a job that can be done from home, and a typical employer can save about $11,000 a year for every person who works remotely half the time, as CEO Leah Ramachandra realized during the COVID-19 crisis, when her usual business travel was replaced by daily lunch with her kids.
For me now, even giving them lunch, it feels amazing, actually. I like it. And also I'm thinking, coming from big industries, and we also have big building in India. I said, do we really need this big building? Do we need to maybe downsize? We don't need this 3 buildings, we maybe can go to 1.
In addition to reducing real estate costs, HubSpot says working from home decreases absenteeism. And a Stanford study showed 50% less turnover and 17% more productivity for work from home employees, advantages companies could easily notice during the coronavirus lockdowns.
I think that employers will take a long, hard look at this, and to your point exactly, say, wow, you know what, this is working pretty well for me, and there are advantages to this. So yes, I think we're going to see a shift after this for sure.
When offices shut down during the pandemic, supervisors had to focus on results rather than who showed their face at work.
I really don't care when you work, what you do, as long as the work is being delivered. And I think many, especially working mothers, would appreciate that.
Working from home can continue after the COVID-19 disaster for employees who negotiate it by demonstrating their value and being willing to walk if the employer says no. That's the approach hedge fund administrator Maura Escara took when her daughter was a year old.
I did really miss her, and I felt like I was missing out on a lot. She was growing up fast, and I said I want things to work out a certain way, and if they don't, that I won't do it. And I adjusted my life in case it didn't work out. And all I had to do was ask, and it happened.
Gallup says 37% of employees would change jobs for the opportunity to work remotely. Thanks to the coronavirus, some may not have to. Global Workplace Analytics says 25 to 30% of employees will be working from home multiple days a week within 2 years of the pandemic, which introduced more employers to the benefits of remote work.
Our thanks to Diane for that report. In addition to helping the environment and giving employees more personal time, work from home saves them about $3,200 per year on commuting and clothing, and even more if they move to a less expensive area. For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.